In LA, we wearing chucks, not valleys. That's right. So what's going on, man? It's your boy T, counselor. Got my man Leo on here, man. Catch my breath a little bit. Well, that's what happens when you go away, you recover, start picking up weight. Yeah, I mean, your
Yes,
weight
sir.
start to go. And they keep telling me, man, get inside the gym, get inside the gym. I gotta get in there because I made a promise that like by next year, around May, I'm gonna be cut up. So I gotta stick to my word on that. But yeah, man. So I'm here with my guy Leo right here, man. This is a good brother right here. He's definitely connected to a long brother of mine. So we ready to dive into it, man, and get his side of his life and things, and his side of perceptions on things, perspective on things. I mean, we just ready to dive into it. So it's gonna be a nice long interview that we're gonna do with my guy right here. So, I mean, you want to explain a little bit more who you are for a little bit for the people, man?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What it is, T man. Man, it's a pleasure, man, getting to connect with you, bro. Seriously. Before I even get into telling a little bit of who I am, right? Just want to give you your flowers, man. It's a blessing, man, to be on here with you, man. You know that saying, what you say, life on life terms, right?
Life on life terms,
So it's a,
brother.
right. So it's a good shout out to be on that, man. But anyway, man, my name Leo, man. Born and raised in East Baltimore. Born and raised, bred in East Baltimore, man. Just a good dude, good brother, man. Finally was able to get a grip on life. Get a hold of life. Grab it the right way and kind of stir this boat, man, the way I needed to go, right. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but all in a nutshell, man, I'm a good brother, man. That's all. A good brother want to see other brothers, you know, get ahead in life, right. And not try to like have to take the path some of us take to want to stir they ship the right way, right? So, I mean, all in a nutshell, man, that's who I am, man. I'm a good real brother.
Mm-hmm.
They want to help other good, want to help other good real brothers, man. Um, like yeah, man, like straight up.
Okay. So, um, what part of East would you say? You say East Baltimore, you know what I mean? Like, where would you say that you more so reside at? You grew up at?
Um, you can call it that Greenmount area, like
Okay.
that north from Greenmount area, like down in there, like Barkley,
Mm-hmm.
G Block, which we call Guilford Avenue,
Mm-hmm.
G Block. That's a block I burnt and bred and made into a name. But like down in that area, right? From north from Greenmount down to maybe Preston and Greenmount.
So, like, I'm up there in the north, so I'm up there like Bel Air Road, Herman Avenue area. Um, I remember like I don't know if it was an ongoing thing, but I remember like over there on the Green Mount, they would have like the basketball tournament or something up there. Is that something familiar to you over there? Like I remember going to a basketball game over. It was thick. Like I mean, I'm familiar with going over Green Mount and all that shit like that, but like it's just that memory stood out to me. You know what I mean? That like I remember it's like a basketball, like big basketball thing going on right there.
Yeah, they had a lot of that. Going on like probably from I'm gonna say maybe 25th and Greenmount on down, all the way
Okay,
down through like Preston. They had a little wreck up there on 24th from Greenmount. A lot of people go up there and get their hoop on, showcase their talents and shit like that. Um,
okay.
yeah,
And
I mean
my
we did a
old
little.
and not to like throw names out there or whatever, because I know that this person really looks at this properly on my page, but my old supervisor, shout out to Dee Dee, man. She like grew up in that area too, Dee Dee. She was my supervisor. So
Okay, okay.
so
Greenmount is a
yeah, it's
I
a
mean, Greenmount is a very big
yeah.
strip, right? I mean, you got people from all the way up, probably past 33rd and Greenmount, all the way down past B Triple C. It's motherfuckers all over that motherfucker, man. Greenmount is very, very long, man. It's a big strip.
hmm So I'm definitely familiar with that with you. Um so let's get a little bit, deep into things. Like how was it for you growing up with like your childhood? Was it like a struggle? Was it like a half struggle, or was it like one of the things where you just like turned astray, or elaborate on that for me?
Um, you know how most people, right? Because I'm a podcaster guy, right? I watch a lot of them, right? A lot of people get on
Hmm.
them podcasts and everybody paint their story of being like it was so hard. Like I came
Yeah.
up out the gutter, I ain't had this, right? I'm gonna keep that shit a stack with you, right? Growing up, from the age of I want to say since I could probably remember, talk, think, walk. I had my mom and my dad, right?
Hmm.
My stepdad. So my upbringing from probably like from that time to probably like 12 or 13 was Gucci, man. My stepdad worked for BG&E, bringing in the ham. Mom Dukes worked
Hmm.
for this company called Life Light Factory, like down in Falls Road. And then my
Hmm.
dad sold marijuana on the side on
Hmm.
Guilford. But they used to have the marijuana come into the them brown what they call them brown envelope bags or manila bags.
Okay.
Um yeah, so my upbringing was like Gucci, man. Me and my older sister, our parents gave us everything, man. We wanted for nothing.
How many siblings do you
And
have?
so I got one sister, I got an older sister.
Okay,
She like my sister slash she was like my sister slash mom. But it
I
was me and
got you.
her. My stepdad and my mom, man, they gave us the world, right?
Hmm.
I, like I can remember I was probably like 8 years old, maybe 10 years old. Man, my stepdad used to give me like $50 allowance a week as an 8 year old. Um,
Oh
like my
wow.
upbringing was good, but then that shit took a turn, man. You know how your parents get caught up in the narcotics life, right?
Yeah.
That shit was like a hammer. I think I was probably like 12 or 13. That shit was like a hammer. Boom, that shit hit. Shit just blew up, man. Shit went haywire. Um, a lot of this shit me and my sister was getting, shit kind of went away. And you know what the average person to do or average teenager to do? Um, I turned to my block, my street. The older dudes in my hood that I seen um, getting money. I remember it so vividly, man. It was this older guy in my neighborhood named Fish.
Hmm.
I ain't gonna call him a big time drug boy or dope boy. A lot of people talk about, yeah, he was a big time dope boy. I don't know what he was, but to
Right.
me, he was a major player. You
Hmm.
know, and me and my little man, I ain't gonna say my little man, about the same age. Me and my man Sean Deal and shit, we started hitting packs for yo
Hmm.
right there on North from Greenmount. I was in that space for a while, doing that, twirling a little bit, doing what I thought I was doing, selling packs for tennis shoes, start fucking with the marijuana, start selling it for marijuana to get high. Then that shit just kind of progressed. Met some other people. Like I remember vividly my kid's mom and shit, her brother, Tomcat, right? Shout out to him. He now he was a major player in it, right? Kind of started fucking with him. Got a little older. Showed me the tricks and
Hmm.
trade to the game. How to cook the coke and all kinds of shit.
Hmm.
Cooking in Pepsi, cooking in water, cooking in the
Hmm.
microwave. He
Dang,
like put me on
Pepsi.
the game.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's
So you can cook
that's
that
a
shit with
beauty.
any kind of liquid, man. Like you cook with any kind of liquid, that shit, and you cook with when we used to cook with Pepsi, it turned it brown.
Okay.
Shit looked like
Oh,
shit.
okay.
Yeah. But the shit was a missile. But after that, kind of I guess I sprang up a little few years up. Ran into some guys called the Star Boys, Rick and Buddy. Um I probably was about 16, 17 then.
What did that
Start
label insist of? Star Boys, or what does that insist of? Like, are they like?
No, that was just that just was a name
Oh, okay,
that they
okay.
had, right? Like now for me, I don't know why they was called the Star Boys, but to me, I know they was major players, like
Right.
in the
Oh, I
game.
got you.
Like the whole hood knew they was major players in the game, right? But I didn't know what was behind the name of the Star Boys, but they was
Hmm.
plugs. So started fucking with them guys. Shit took off, man. I probably was like 16, 17 years old, young nigga in the hood, man, getting some young nigga money.
Hmm.
Four and a half, 4.5 ounces, 9 ounces, 13, 14 ounces. Um, I knew how to cook the coke up,
Hmm.
whipping the shit, cooking it up, stretching it, bagging it up, and just
Hmm.
hustled every day of the week, man. Like Sunday through Saturday, that was my trap schedule every day of the week. My life
Gotcha.
consisted of that shit. trapping.
Mhm.
Seen some little paper. I ain't even gonna say seen some little paper because I seen some paper, right? I was one of the first young niggas in my hood. Grabbed the big body Acura Legend.
That was the
Grabbed the
shit
Crown
then.
Vic.
That
Yeah,
was
yeah,
the
yeah,
shit.
absolutely, man. They was the shit. Then I had a fucking two-tone gray one with
Mm.
the with I guess they call it now the butter leather, but that shit was like the tan interior. I mean, the motherfucker was cool. It was Gucci. I felt like I was at that age. I felt like I was on top of the world, bro. Like I'm
Yeah.
16, 17, 18 years old. Um, I'm fucking with some niggas in my mind is players, big
Mhm.
players, major players. I'm shining, right? Getting money, bitches gravitating to a nigga. Like everybody kind of story, right? Bitches gravitating to a nigga, fucking, hanging out, getting a couple of dollars, enjoying life at that age. Um, then man, I just started like going left, man. I started fucking with the pistols, um,
Mm.
having problems and issues with niggas, beefing, getting locked up, going to jail, right? And at that time, I never caught like a real big bit then. It was just like get locked up, get out on bail, go to court,
Right.
get some probation, some shit like that. That shit most niggas get.
Right.
And then shit kind of like took a turn. I want to say I was probably about like 22, 20. I was being between 20 and 22.
Mhm.
Took a turn, got bagged up by them pigs, get locked up, caught
Yeah.
like a little, you know what I mean? Caught a little sentence. I caught a 10-year all suspended but 2 years sentence. They
Uh-huh.
sent the nigga all the way out fucking Eastern Correctional Institution, all the way out, what's that, Eastern Shore.
Yeah, that's where
Was
I'm
out
at down
there.
here now.
Yeah. So I was down there, bitten. Um, just really in the cage, man. At that time, just bitten, feeling like that shit was like big love. Um, just it's gonna sound weird, man. Like really enjoying myself, right? Because I'm young.
Mhm.
I don't know no better. I feel like I'm in this bitch making my bones. Caught a
Mhm.
bit. I got that stripe on my back now. I've been through the
Mhm.
system. Um, I kind of worked my way through that bit. Got out, and then when I got out that trip, got back to it, getting a little money, trapping, hustling, playing with the pistols, same
Mhm.
normal shit we all do, right? Um, was doing that for a while. Then I caught another bit. This bit kind of like changed my life, right? I mean, I'm not even gonna lie, it changed my life. I went up to new jail, was up there for a few years. You know, I ran into some good brothers. I ain't gonna call them brothers at the time. I ran into some good men, right?
Okay.
You know what I mean? They pulled a nigga under their wing, um, showed a nigga the way, right? To be in the joint. And before I even get into it, I mean, we talk about Maryland prison, right? We talk about Maryland prison system, right? And a lot of people get it confused and be like, oh yeah, this and that going on there. You know, you got gang activity in there, right?
Yeah.
You got Bloods, Crips, you got BGF, you got
Mhm.
DMI, you got every fucking gang you can
Mhm.
think of, right? So I met some good men, man. They pulled a nigga in tight, introduced me to a way of life, right? And it probably sound negative, right? A lot of people hear it and sound negative, but that shit, believe me, man, real talk, that shit, like, it changed my life because of the knowledge and teachings and the shit I started like obtaining and reading, right? It
Mhm.
opened my eyes to a lot of different shit, like shit that I didn't know at my age. Like I ain't know who some of our freedom fighters were, like very important freedom fighters for African American people. Like George Jackson, I ain't know what the fuck that was.
Mhm.
I ain't really know much about Malcolm X. And that's one of, and that should be every African American child hero in my eyes, right? But no, they introduced me to a way of life. Was in a cage, man, bitten, getting wild, man. Robbing niggas, extorting niggas, putting that knife on niggas, going back and forth behind the cage and there in lockup, going behind the cage. Um, you know, normal shit. I ain't gonna call it normal shit because to me it's normal. To
Yeah, but to
some other people
others
it's
is
probably normal too.
right.
Yeah, so you know what I mean. I made it out, shook ass, got out, got back to the street, and I tried this shit all over again. Right, I tried to trap all over again. You know, thinking that shit was gonna work out, right? Lo and behold, we know, like now at my age now, I know that shit never works out.
Yeah, so
It's no
it
good
like
ending.
yeah, so like down here we would call well not down here, but like in the program that I'm in now, it's like we would call that like that insanity thing. You know, keep doing the same thing over and over and over. You know, expecting
Yeah,
results. So, yeah, man.
that's exactly what I was doing, T man. I kept coming out thinking I'm out slick these motherfuckers, right?
Hmm.
So I came back out here. I did it all over again. Same shit. Tried it all over again. This time, I mean, shit was going good. Um, was jamming. Had a good little operation going on. Um, money was coming in. Bag was coming in. Was doing about $3,000-4,000, maybe $3,000-5,000 every day. The money was coming in.
Mm-hmm.
They was getting it. Then I ended up getting bag. This when I quote my real bit. I call it my real bit because I quote a 10-year no parole sentence. Um,
Ooh.
Set me up in the cage. Damn near maxed out on that 10. Um, I'm up there in the cage, man. I got that walk with me now. You know what I mean? Cause some good brothers introduced me to a way of life. So this bit was uppy downy. I'm gonna say up and downish, right? I went from this prison to that prison, got put out this prison, got put out that prison institution, made it all the way back down to camp. Eventually, we call camp minimum security institutions, right?
Mm-hmm.
I make it down to BCCC. Ran into a correctional officer there I know, got me put out the jail, sent me across the street to the pen, went
Oh
over
my.
the pen man and I got over the pen man and turned that bitch up.
Mm.
I went over that bitch and ended up connecting with one of these employees that worked there at the institution.
Oh
Bitch
shit.
turned me up, man. I ain't even gonna lie. Bitch turned me up, bro. Like, bitch was bringing me in cans of tobacco every day.
All right. So about that, right? Was that during the era when they had the jails like on lock when the mules and shit was bringing shit in and they wrote the book about it. Motherfuckers was fucking the inmate because that was around the time when I had caught like I never did like prison, but I got caught for armed robbery. Right? They had the gun. They had us pointed out. Only person they had pointing out was me, and I was the driver. And I'm actually trying to get my Cody on here. I was talking to him the other day about it, like something that me and him could speak about. But I'm not trying to glorify this part, but like yo, we was facing 15 years. First 5 no parole. That was what they first brought us in. The second time they brought us back, it was 15, first 10 no parole. And then we just let that shit all the way up to picking 12. But nobody told on each other. And we just ended up doing what we did. He ended up doing like an extra 6 months on the gun. And he ended up coming out on probation off of that. But it was all around that time when like the COs and shit was fucking with like
Yeah,
the comms and comrades and shit like that I was on O section. So my whole section was ran by them South Baltimore joints. So that was, yeah, I mean, I could throw a few names out there, yeah, I mean, that'll ring some bells to you for real, but I ain't really gonna do that.
yes, sir.
Yeah, they ran the section in tier. They had the COs coming in, all that shit, man, and fucking them, whatever. And then a book came about all of that shit that came out. So that's why I was wondering, like, would that be in the same time frame?
So, so it
And
wasn't
this was like
in that time
2005
frame.
for me.
No, because when that book came out, those people was at minimum security institutions, right? When that book
Okay.
came out, I was up in the mountains. I eventually came down there after those people transitioned out of there, right? And
Oh,
trying to follow their footsteps, right? And trying to walk that, not walk that walk, but trying to follow they, they, they platform they put out there on how to
right.
run a bag up, right?
Oh, I got you.
And I tried it, right? At a minimal capacity though, right? I'm not gonna say I was on the level that those folks was on, because those folks they was getting truckloads of that shit brought in there around that
Yeah,
time you talking about. Like
yeah,
they had the bitch on smash, like it was they jail. Like they ran it, right?
yeah.
Those folks ran it. Them good brothers ran it. So I'm not gonna take their glory or try to like bandwagon off that man glory, right?
Hmm.
Good brother though. Um,
And
my
real quick,
trip that
and
was
like,
like,
and real quick, not to cut you, but like, not to glorify this part, but like, I never really had no real issues. You know what I mean? Like, even though my tier was ran
oh
by
yeah,
ran, and we were civilians, we were called civilians, but like. I'm gonna tell you one of the things because like when I first went over to O section, my bunk buddy he was affiliated with them, but he wasn't. You know what I mean? So like I came with bangers. I came with 4 bangers, bro. I
yes
came with
sir,
an uptown screwdriver with tape around it. I had one where I
yes
broke a
sir,
piece of the fan because I was working out in the annex, and one of the brothers taught me how to sharpen it in the shower every day. He like hit it on the shower every
yes
day.
sir.
and I had like another brother had left me with like a fucking like a real type of blade, bro, that he got from a mule or whatever. And like I had all of this. I took them with me. You know what I mean? I used to hide it in my mat and all that shit when they do what's the names and whatever the case is. But I took them with me over the O. And like some people would may say this in a sense like, oh, you's a bitch. But no, like, yo, straight up like, yo, what's up, yo? I'm like, what's up? He's like, you bang? It's like, nah. He was like, all right, man. Yeah, I mean, just chill out, man. You shouldn't have no issues or whatever. I'm like, I'll plan on it, man. I'll stick to myself. I'm like, here, gift in the
Yes.
whole nine, right? I swear to God, I'm like, here, gift in the whole nine. Nigga looked at me like, yo, you turning in your bangers? I'm like, I don't need it. For what? We brothers, right? Yeah, I mean, niggas looked at me like, turn my bangers in. Yeah, I mean, that I ain't really had no big issues. Even when I snapped one day, I snapped. Nigga fished my toe and he was sipping. You feel what I'm saying? He was boxing. So he fished my toe, whatever, and they must have checked him on that shit or whatever when they came down and they knew it was me. And they was like, nah, yo, that nigga don't bother nobody. He read books, mind his business and shit. Yeah, I mean. And then they started whispering about what I did. Like, I saw that, you know what I mean, about the banging shit for real, you know what I mean? But like, my thing, like, I never really got nothing in there either. Like, no shoes. I saw niggas get their shoes. That's when Black Dose came out. Little nigga next to me, man.
Yeah.
They ran up in
Yes,
his shit.
sir.
Yo, fought for it.
Yes,
Yo,
sir.
fought him. But like, and I knew certain shit not to do. I wasn't bringing in nothing. I had the Jackie chains on. You feel me? I wasn't
Yes,
drawing no
yes, sir.
attention, bro. Yeah,
Yes,
no
sir. Yes,
attention.
sir.
You could call it
Man,
whatever you want,
AT,
but I survived, bro. So
I got some stories, man. I'm gonna share a few, right? Before we even
yeah,
get into like the next part of my journey, right? I'm gonna
okay.
share a few. I'm glad you brought that up. Um, so I've been in a few wars, right? I'm gonna call them just that, wars, right?
Mhm.
I remember one vividly out ECI, right? I had a good brother out there named Blick. Um, he was bunking with a dude that was a blood. They were cell buddies. These niggas get to beefing over the dumbest shit, right? Before I even get into it,
Yeah.
right? I don't want to right? Because I know people gonna watch this, right? I don't want to glorify
Right.
this lifestyle, that lifestyle, right? But that lifestyle taught me a lot, right? And
Yes.
then
And
people
that's
gonna
your
see
truth.
this,
That's your story.
yeah. People gonna see this and they can learn from it, right? I'm only sharing it so they can learn from it. But anyway, him and the dude Blick, good brother Blick, Conrad Blick, he beefing with he bunking with a dude that's a blood from around the same neighborhood from North Lawn. Um, they bunking, they cool. They get to beefing over a motherfucking surge protector, right? A surge protector, bro. Like, I'm talking a surge protector. Um, they get the yocking, beefing in the cell. They scrapping in there. Niggas don't know though. We all out and nobody know. Next day we come out and shit. At that time I was kind of like a very important figure in that
Hmm.
institution, right? So they get the yock and they come out, lick, hollering at niggas, telling niggas what's going on. So me and the dude that was running the Bloods, I can't remember I ain't even gonna call him a coon. I can't remember the kid name.
Hmm.
I want to say his name 730. Long story short, we try and politic this shit in the day room. And what I mean by the day room, it's like a area where everybody, out play at, or I guess you call it rec, play, whatever, shower,
Hmm.
watch TV, play cards. So me and him at the table trying to politic this shit through, politic it out, right? So it ain't got to lead to what it led to. So
Right.
as me and yo sitting at the table talking, nigga Blick ain't trying to hear none of this shit. Blick wants some rec. Blick wants some smoke. Like that shit, like you can see it. Yo just whips out, whip the motherfucking bang out and just grab the nigga and start going
Hmm.
in. Weighing your ass out. Everybody in that bitch that was affiliated just started getting it in. Jumped up. Niggas pulling out their knives. Niggas that don't have their knives trying to square up with niggas. Right? And I'm gonna give them niggas they flowers, right? Some of them niggas that was there, them bloods, them niggas, they tried to
Yeah.
handle their business. I mean, we was deep as shit on the TED. And I'm gonna say about 80% of us men that was there, that was with us, that was rocking, they was ready to rock and roll. And niggas rock and roll, niggas put the fucking hand of God on them niggas in that day room. Uh, I'm talking about, man, you had blood all over the floor. Niggas was chopping niggas up. All that shit.
Yo.
Then I got one. I know another story right now. MCIJ with a good brother of mine. We down MCIJ, same kind of scenario, but not over surge protect. We beefing with the blood kids and shit. Big ass war down MCIJ. You got, I think it's 7 or 8 housing units. What I mean by housing units, for people
Yeah.
that may see this not know what it is a building where they house inmates at.
Right.
Or house convicts at. I'm gonna call it convicts. House convicts at.
Uh-huh.
Um, it's like 7, 8 buildings. Shit just
Mm.
kick off. We beef with them. Every building getting it in. Down there, I
Damn.
got hit in my back. Well, I ain't gonna call my back, but I got hit like in the upper part of my neck with an ice, like upper part of my neck and back in the ice pick.
Uh,
But niggas in that bitch getting it in, man. Nigga hit me like, oh shit. Like the fuck turned around, tried to square. Cause I ain't had no knife, trying to square up with the nigga. Good brother came over there, put it on him, man. Like before I could
now,
even try to like do anything. Like that shit was like an all out war. Like
now
niggas was really trying to kill each other. Like it was like an
I
all
but
out war and shit.
I've heard like from a couple people where they found it fun
Yeah,
in a
so
way.
don't
Like
get
when the dude was
don't
telling
get
the
me wrong,
story,
right?
they put the batteries in the sock. You ever heard of that joint? Yeah,
Yes, batteries in the sock. Oh man, you mentioned that, man. I got about 2, 3 more stories, right, man. I'm up to new jail. This don't have nothing to do with me, don't have nothing to do with my folks, don't have nothing to do with blood. It's these white boys, that white boy gang called DMI, right?
yeah,
They up that
dogs.
bitch, the Dugs, and they got black niggas in it too. So I
Yeah.
don't know what the fuck this coon booger did, right? I don't know what the fuck yo did. Man, we come out for dinner. Probably the dinner was like between 4 and 5. We in house unit. I think I was in house unit 3 at this time. Yeah, house unit 3. I can't remember the nigga name, but I remember this shit because that nigga twisted his whole face up. He put the
Damn.
motherfucking lock. Fuck put the lock in the sock. He put the lock on the string. Came
Mm.
out, hit this motherfucking nigga in his face, T-man, so motherfucking hard. That shit sound like bones broke. It sound
Ugh.
like his bone came out his nose. He hit his ass clean in his face with that bitch and
Goodness.
wore his ass out. Fucked him up. I was like, man, nigga, I remember nigga
Goodness.
hit me with that knife and hit me with a motherfucking
Yeah,
lock.
yo, bullshit.
That shit sound like
That's
it
why
crushed his
they,
whole motherfucking
yeah,
face.
like when they were telling me about it, I'm like, fuck, hell no, man. Like, I should have a head on a swivel type shit, bro. You feel me?
Yeah,
Like, fuck that.
man, man. Sometimes I reminisce about them stories, man. I was
Hmm.
telling a good brother of mine, right? His name, I name drops. I know he cool with his name being out there. Neil, right?
Hmm.
That's
Hmm.
your good brother, right?
Hmm.
I was sharing an incident with Neil about me being down the pen. I was down the pen and shit.
Hmm.
And when I was at the pen this time, I had a little juice. I ain't even gonna say a little juice. I had some juice when I was down there. What I mean by juice is shot caller, right? I'm
Right.
down there, um, and I'm getting it in. Got the little plug, the little bitch, bringing in the brown. Bitch bringing me in like between 3 to 5 cans every day of the week. I'm
Woo.
trapping it. I'm knocking the whole motherfucking head off the can because I smoke
Oh
for me
yeah.
to smoke,
Yep.
and then I'm selling the cans for between $250 and $300. I'm cleaning up. So
Uh-huh.
we down there, and God rest his soul, Mickey Moon, a good guy of mine, man. He was like uh 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 uh, uh, uh how can I call? He was like running
A
security down there. I'm gonna say that.
mentor. Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, Mickey Mo, he's running security. So I get him. I go in the yard.
So
I
that's
had
like
a
enforcer, right?
yeah. That's what he was. He was an
Okay,
enforcer. He
yeah.
was a big. He was a big
Okay.
motherfucker. Bald head, nigga, tattoos in his head.
Hey.
Um, and he puts that work in. Right. He been putting that work in for years. In the joint, outside the joint.
Hmm.
So I ain't know him outside the joint. I met him in the joint, but I felt like he was certified. I felt like he would
Hmm.
get it in. So I get I go in the yard. I call all the niggas in the organizations that had some kind of juice in the
Hmm.
yard. Bro, let's go out in the yard. We're gonna chop it up, spin the bend, walk the yard. I got some information I wanna, you know what I mean, drop to you dudes and shit, right? So we in the yard, huddle up, we talking. And I'm gonna tell you the story first, I'm gonna tell you what Moon said after of it. So long story short, I tell these niggas, I like, bro, listen, check this out. You niggas getting anything in this bitch, catching anything. If you niggas ain't breaking bread, we all getting about this bitch. I'm gonna set
Right.
this bitch on fire. Straight like that. Like, you niggas ain't breaking bread or giving us a way in to eat, I'm gonna set this bitch on fire.
Hmm.
Niggas getting the fuck up out of here. Whether it's y'all, us, all of us, everybody getting the fuck up out of here. We gonna shut this bitch down. Ain't nobody gonna eat.
Yeah. Yeah.
So niggas got compliance, right? So Moon and shit. So the nigga Moon like, bro, you skinny is a bitch. You a skinny little nigga, bro. You got the mouth of the like. You got a mouth on you, nigga. You talk big boy shit. Like, nigga, you little as a bitch. What you was gonna do if them niggas told you that? Like, if them niggas ain't bow down to that? Like, nigga, what the fuck you think was gonna happen? Nigga, we was gonna set this bitch off. Like, just that simple. Set this bitch off. Everybody that got
Okay.
rolled out. Nobody got no money. Um. So that was like a tactic of mine that I knew that, man, niggas want to be down here. Who the fuck don't want to be down in camp? You getting pussy, you fucking, you
Mm-hmm.
getting brown, you getting weed, you getting high, you got
Mm-hmm.
cell phones. Like, man, why not, if I'm catching, open the door for another nigga
Right.
to eat too? Because if not, this nigga talking about he gonna set it off in this bitch. Like,
Right.
nobody gonna make any money. Like, who the
Yeah.
fuck
Gonna
don't
fuck
want to be in
everything up.
jail? Yeah, who don't want to be in jail and you living like you are almost out here, right? Only thing you ain't
Mm-hmm.
doing is coming and going as you please, but you
Right.
fucking, getting
Yeah.
high, you getting drunk, you eating
Yep.
good,
Yep.
you making money. Like, so that was my tactic of knowing, man, these niggas don't really, these niggas don't want to leave from down here. Nigga, I don't
Right.
leave. I'm hoping these niggas don't be like, yeah, fuck that shit, nigga, we can get it in.
Right.
Like, I'm hoping they ain't say that, cause shit, I ain't want to leave. Like,
Right.
cause I'm down that bitch, man. I ain't gonna lie, I was down at Penn T, man. I know I made a couple $1,000, man. I ain't gonna say like 15,000, but I don't know, cause I was only down there for a couple months.
Uh-huh.
But I made about $5,000-6,000 down there selling tobacco.
Mm.
Um,
Yeah, that backer.
yeah, the little bitch I was fucking with took me off.
Oh
I
man.
got checked in. Yeah, she took me off. I got checked in. They sent me back up Hagerstown. I got caught with a cell phone, uh, 2 cans of tobacco, and some cash. They checked me in. The gang task force, they caught me slipping, sent me back up Hagerstown. Little bitch rocked out with me for about 2 months.
Mm.
Shit was over after that. I ain't hear nothing from that bitch. Bitch took the bag, all that shit.
Oh my
And
goodness.
around that time, when I got checked in and went and he sent me back to medium maximum security. That's why I met the good brother Neil at
Mm-hmm.
up in Cumberland and shit. I met the
Mm-hmm.
good brother. You know, we were cell buddies for a couple years. Good brother, man. Soldier to the core. I ain't even gonna call him a soldier because a soldier take orders. I'm gonna call him a warrior. He was a good brother, man. He's a warrior, man. Like, my man went in and came out the same way he was standing, man. Like, you
Mm-hmm.
know, at the end of the day, most people, they go in, man, and they come out different. Whether
Yeah.
it's they come out different because niggas linked on them, or they come
Yeah.
out different because the prison system itself drives them crazy. They
Right.
lose their mind. Um, like, it's all kinds of things that make you come out different. One thing I
Exactly.
can say about that brother, man, the brother went in and came out standing on all 10, man. A good young brother, man. I ain't even say I like him. I love him, man. He's a good
Mm-hmm.
brother, man. But I get up there at the mountains, right, in Cumberland. That's where I kind of really like reflected, right, on like, man, I've been doing this shit for years,
Mm-hmm.
going back and forth in this motherfucker, man. I'm losing people. I'm losing shit. My folks don't really want to rock out with me with these bits. Like, man, I gotta
Mm-hmm.
get this shit right. You know what I mean? I gotta get in the past. I mean, the drive. Excuse me, in the driver's seat and drive this
Mm-hmm.
motherfucker the right way. Right. So I'm up there in Cumberland. You know what I mean? I came up with some game plans, man. Like, I'm gonna get out this bitch, man. I ain't coming back. Like,
Right.
I ain't going back that way. Like, this shit for the birds, man. I'm getting too old, right? I came up with some game plans, got out, um, and I kind of like. I ain't gonna say I stayed on the course
Mm-hmm.
of following those game plans initially when I got out. I got out. I stuck my toe in a little bit, you
Yeah.
know, to see if I, for
Check
one,
the
to see if
temperature.
I still had it. Yeah,
Check the
for one, to see if I
temperature.
still had it. For one, to see if I still had the gift of gab, right? And then for two, to see, you know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, who the fuck want to come out from prison broke, don't have shit,
Yeah.
um, don't have nothing to really rely on, right? So I kind of stuck my toe in it. I tried it. You know, I mean, it was pennies, um, but I ain't really want to do that shit, man. So
Mm-hmm.
my heart wasn't in it, right?
Mm-hmm.
My heart, my focus, my drive wasn't in that shit. Um, so I like, man. At the end of the day, man, you know what, man? I start fucking with these temp agencies,
Yeah.
fucking with the temp
Yeah.
agencies. You know what I mean? They put me on little gigs, little jobs. You know what I mean? I learn how to operate power industrial equipment, fucking with them.
Yeah. That's how
Um,
I used them up for that.
yeah, started running the bag up that way. Um, I was fucking with the agency because I came home in 2013. 2013. 2013. I fucked with them for about 3-4 years. I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
say about 3 years because in 2016 2016 I caught a good ass gig with Napa.
Oh
I was in
yeah.
Napa. Yeah, Me and Neil, because the good brother came home. Um, he came on like right after me in 2014. That's when we came on. He came on right after me. You know, I helped the brother get a job up there, got him plugged in up there in Napa. I was running the bag up there, but my life still wasn't going the way I wanted it to go. Right, I was making a little money. It was legit. Um, I still like nice shit. I still wanted nice shit. I didn't
Mm-hmm.
have it. I mean, I see niggas driving around in nice cars, niggas with fly gear on. Um, I stayed focused though, right? But I wanted it. I wanted that shit. Um, Eventually, I started running the bag up with them. Um, you know what I mean? A lot of shit started coming in for me. A lot of shit started turning the way I wanted it to turn. And then I'm gonna fast forward a little bit. I end up uh, stop fucking with Napa, chasing a job title, right? Um, so when I was at Napa, I was a warehouse lead supervisor. I wanted to be a manager, right? Because I felt like I can manage, I can lead, I can manage shit, I can lead men. Because in my mind, it's like, man, you done led some men, some of the worstest men
Exactly.
that ever
Yep.
will in a cage, right?
Yep. Use that mind.
Sharp as a bitch. Yeah, at the end of the day, you sharp as a bitch. I mean, you ran drug operations. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna say they was on a Pablo Escobar tip like most motherfuckers are trying to make it seem like.
Yeah, of
Right? At the end
course.
of the day, yeah. At the end of the day, I was doing all right for myself. You know what I mean? I knew how to get people engaged. You know
Right.
what I mean? Get people to want to be on the same page as I'm on. So I knew I had that skill set. So I'm chasing a title. I left Napa. Probably was the dumbest decision at that time I could make. I left them, went to this other little dumbass gig because they hired me for production manager. I didn't stay there long. I stayed there about 2 months, and I just took a leap. Like, man, fuck that shit. I'm gonna lead this shit. I
Yeah.
left that shit. I snagged this job with Sleep Number. I've been there for about 7, 8 years now,
Mm-hmm.
fucking with them. Um, Shit really turned my whole game up, turned my hustle up, fucking with them. I
Mm-hmm.
started out there with them, worked for them in a warehouse. I probably was like every 2 weeks, I probably was running their ass about 120 hours. You can
Mm.
imagine the kind of overtime I was getting out of
Nah.
them.
Absolutely.
So the money coming in. So now my swag getting even back to how my swag was. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I'm starting to ride around in cool shit, nice
Mm-hmm.
shit. The gear getting right, the
Mm-hmm.
bag getting right. Um, and then I'm gonna fast forward about towards the end of that Sleep Number gig because I still work there, but I'm gonna fast forward to the end of that, man. Like now I'm fucking with them, 6-figure nigga, getting paid from them. I'm managing men, um, getting men to success. Um, the bag coming in the way I needed it to come in. You know what I mean? Upgraded my life. That shit helped me get full. I ain't gonna say get full custody, get custody of my little girl.
Mm-hmm.
I got her living with me. Um, you know what I mean? I helped that Sleep Number shit helped me find my soulmate, my wife. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? I got married, like all that shit, man. Like, you know what I mean? Nigga, life went like this until I really
Cool.
kind of like grabbed the hold of the steering wheel, right?
Uh-huh.
Hold that bitch steady. So I'm going in the path I want to go in, and shit just start, you know what I mean, going right for me, man. Um, but yeah, man, I'm sure it's a whole lot of people that come from the slums like me and you do, man.
Mm-hmm.
Came from the ghettos. They probably got 1,000 stories.
Yeah.
I could have shared 1,000 war stories, 1,000 prison stories. Um, just a whole lot of shit I could have shared, right? I just wanted to give a little piece of, you know what I mean, of me. You know what I mean,
Mm-hmm.
living life on life terms. I love that
Mm-hmm.
slogan. Um, but yeah, man, like the hardest challenge I ever encountered was having custody of a little girl, right?
Mm.
Bro, I ain't think I could do that. Like
Mm.
when that shit
Explain, brother.
happened, man, so when that shit happened, man, I was more scared of that than I was of being out in the street beefing with niggas or
Mm-hmm.
being robbed at gunpoint. Cause it's like, bro, I'm a man, right? I don't really know how to raise a kid then anyway, right? Let alone a little girl.
Mm-hmm.
I had all kinds of thoughts going through my head, like, what the fuck am I gonna do? Like, how the fuck I'm gonna do this? You know what I mean? How the fuck I'm gonna teach her how to do this?
Mm-hmm.
How I'm gonna do that? And it just was like, you know what, man? I got a wife. And she just was like, man, look, we got this.
That's
Not you.
dope.
We got this. Right?
That's what's
And my
up.
wife don't have kids. She don't have not one child of her own. But she locked in with me. And
That's what's up.
you know what I mean? And been helping me navigate that challenge, man. But that shit fun, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man, because I got two other kids, right? I got two grown kids, right? And I'm not
Hmm.
ashamed to say it. Um, prison, prison, and prison and my immaturity derailed me from being there to help raise them, right?
Right.
So I never knew how to raise a kid, but I got two older kids. Our relationship, I ain't gonna say is bad, and I ain't gonna say it's good, right? It's just a
Hmm.
relationship, um, and I ain't gonna fault prisoner solely, right? But that should help play a hand in separating that relationship and then
Right.
myself, because I got out multitudes of times, right,
Hmm.
and could have shaped back the right way and could have been there for them little niggas. I ain't gonna call them little niggas, my little men. Um,
Yeah.
but raising a little girl, man, I shared with a lot of people like, man, that was the toughest challenge, and I'm still doing it. So it's the toughest challenge I ever encountered. Um,
Right.
to have a little girl with me every day of the week, every hour on the hour, trying to navigate my job with raising her,
So
making sure she getting to and from.
so let me ask you this real quick. What would
Yes,
be
sir.
what would be some advice that you would give to like a person that may be struggling with trying to be in their kids' life, or their kids is like pretty much grown, you know what I mean? Like you saying, they living their own life and like they don't really have that type of communication with the father because maybe the mother had kind of like pulled them away from that relationship, and this is a person that may be dealing with, let's say, a couple of kids, you know what I mean? And things might be tough on that person, or things might be so much on that person with child support and things of that nature. Like, what would be the advice that you would give a person?
Um, if the kids are grown, right? I'm gonna
Hmm.
say this: if the kids are grown, and I'm only going off my experience, if the kids are grown, right, you really don't need the other parent involved, right? But I would
Hmm.
say be vulnerable, right? Own your shit and be vulnerable, right?
Okay.
You know what I mean? If it's a little man, or if it's a man, whether it's a man or a little girl, I fucked up. At the
Hmm.
end of the day, I fucked up, man. I wasn't there. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna say it's nobody's fault. I'm just gonna say I fucked up. I wasn't
Hmm.
there, man. I'm trying.
Accountability.
Yeah. Now I'm here and I'm
Hmm.
trying to build with you. And I know
Hmm.
it's gonna take some time, right? It's gonna take you building trust to trust me, because I know you don't trust me because I was never there. It's gonna take
Right.
that, and then from that build a friendship. The reason why I said friendship, because they grown now. So, and I say that because I was a kid like that. My biological dad, I never knew him. He came home. I was 37 years old when he came home from prison, from the federal prison.
Hmm.
So that's where my name Leo come from. My biological dad name is Leo Cherry.
Okay.
And when he when he got out, he tried to engage me like I was a a child. I was a grown
Yeah.
ass man with kids,
Yeah.
right? And that shit went haywire. Our
Mm.
relationship went haywire. Like, nigga, you ain't gonna talk to me like I'm fucking 15 years old,
Right.
nigga. I'm a man. Like, nigga, you gonna talk to me like a
It's a
fucking
lot of
like
time
an
to be made up, I guess.
yeah. It's a lot of time to be made up, nigga. Own your shit. You fucked up. I'm
Right.
not even mad at you, nigga. Why I ain't mad at you? Cause I just went through that shit.
Yeah.
So I ain't mad at you, but nigga, you can't engage me like I'm a 16-year-old.
Right.
Like telling me that I'm gonna do this. Like I better do nah, nigga, I ain't better
Yeah.
or gonna do shit. Like give me
Start using
advice.
words
Like
like
nigga,
that.
don't yeah. Like don't try to come in my life and just immediately be my parent. Like, so that's what I would give advice and say, like, don't just pop up and be like, I'm here now, I'm the dad, this
Right.
how it goes.
It's my
Like,
way.
it's my way. Like, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, you gotta be vulnerable, own your shit. I
Hmm.
fucked up. I wasn't there. You know what I mean? Let's not dwell on it, but let's not forget it. But let's start from here. You know what I mean? And even ask them, like, what do you need from me? Like, what do you want me to do? What do you know, what have me not being there done to you? Like, give
Right.
me the feedback. So I know how to take it, and I know how to, like, you know what I mean? and go at it differently to try
Right.
to make this relationship work. And the only reason why I say that because now because if they grown, you don't need to have a parent. Now
Yeah.
if they not grown, um, that's a task, man.
That's basically what I. But the one that need like my son like 6, he about to be 7. So that's me personally. My battle right now. Like I need the mother at this moment to like be able to communicate. And it's like I could get him a phone, put him on my plan or something like that. But my crazy ass baby mama, the way she is, like she would probably take the phone, do whatever with it, sell it for, I mean, whatever she using or whatever the case is. Like, so it's like I don't really have too much of a power besides agreeing or disagreeing. Like I just try to keep tension down at all time. You know what I mean? Until I'm able to break out and I can go back in front of the courts and show them like, hey, this is what I'm doing. I'm gonna get clean, blah, blah, blah. Down here doing this and that. And, so yeah, I try not to dig too far into, stuff because I'm not a fortune teller and, I don't know what the future may hold or bring. So I try to live in the now, kind of, you know what I mean? And let go of the things I can't control. And it's in the narcotics program, they tell us step one, I'm powerless. You know what I mean? I'm powerless over things that I cannot control. People, places, and things, man. I cannot control it. I'm powerless over it. I'm not even going to sweat it or dwell on it, bro. So I let that run its course right now. And that has been the
And
best thing that happened to me right now as far as listening to that.
so that's what I was going to say, man. I know you said in like the treatment, right? They tell you like if you got any kind of addiction, because it could be multiple addictions. They could be
Hmm.
a nigga like me addicted to tobacco, or a
Hmm.
motherfucker addicted to alcohol or
Hmm.
narcotics, right? They tell
Hmm.
you only focus on the things you can control. It's not even
Yep.
just with that. It's that's life,
Yep.
right? So that's
Life.
what I
There
tell
you
them.
go.
Like right now, the niggas that like I ain't gonna say work for me because they don't work for me. They work for a company. They just report to me. Like
Right.
I lead them. I tell them now like just always focus on what you can control. The
Yep.
shit you can't control won't be there.
There
Like
you
and that
go.
shit'll
Yep.
work. If you focus on what you can control, you indirectly will fix the shit you can't
That
control.
you can't.
Like
Exactly. Real shit.
like
Right.
like focus on the shit. Like focus on the shit you can control. Right. Because that's where I'm at now. Like, I'm just focused with life. I'm focused on what I can control. Because
Right.
my relationship with my daughter, mom, is a piece of shit. Like,
Hmm.
and I ain't gonna get on here and stun on the lady, but the relationship is a piece of shit. And I don't even communicate with her. Like, I communicate with her through email. That's
Yeah.
it. On if my daughter going this week, pick up, drop off time.
Hmm.
Right, and I just focus on what I can control. The shit I can control is I'm controlling, making sure my daughter raised the right way. All
Right.
the rest of the nonsense. Like I don't pay that shit no attention because if I can't control it and impact it in the way I needed to be impacted, it don't need me dwelling over it, right? And that's how it was when I got out with my sons at first, right? My sons
Hmm.
wasn't grown when I first got out because I've been home now 11 years, so they wasn't quite grown when I got out, especially my youngest son. And that relationship was like up and down.
Hmm.
If me and his mom was beefing, me and him ain't had shit like going on. He wouldn't reach out to me. I wouldn't reach out to him, right?
That's
I don't
kind of
know
what's
why.
going on with that situation. I was saying with
Yeah,
somebody else, they
I don't
taking
know
the mother
why.
side.
I'm not gonna. Yeah, so I'm not even gonna get in the fault and who, but I know that
Yeah.
happens with relationships. So
Absolutely.
when you're dealing with someone that really, or you have a situation where the other parent don't understand that at the end of the day we got a common goal, and that's to make sure the child is raised right.
Right.
Shit always gonna be rocky, and you can't
Yep.
control that.
Yep.
So my thought process on that when I came home was, fuck it, I'm gonna let it be what it's gonna be. Motherfucker
Hmm.
call me whatever they want to call me. A deadbeat, whatever. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a
Hmm.
fuck. I'm gonna control what I can control. And
Hmm.
eventually I'm gonna be able to circle back on that shit when
There
they
you
get
go.
grown
Yep.
and build that. Not even so much when they get grown, when they get that possibly other parent influence out their ear.
Hmm.
And I just said, fuck that shit. Whatever it's gonna be, it's gonna be. At the end of the day, I'm gonna
Right.
focus on the shit I can control. I can control me making my life better. I'm gonna
Right.
focus on that shit now. When I get that shit figured out, hopefully by the time when that happens, I can circle back on, you know what I mean, or double back on that shit. And kind of
Right.
that's what I did. And then me and my youngest son got a cool relationship. Um, You know what I mean? He introduced me to his little girlfriend. He started, you know what I mean? He started sharing little personal shit with me. You know, he want a son. You know, he want a
Hmm.
baby. Shit like that. So, like I said, like that shit worked it for me. Like, fuck it. I'm gonna just step away from that shit. When that shit work, or when that shit ready, it'll be ready. I'll
Yeah.
be here.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I shared my piece. You know what I mean? Accepted my fault in it,
Hmm.
owned it, got vulnerable with him, and when he was ready, he was be ready, and he came. He was ready. When he was ready, I was ready. You know what I mean? I was
Right.
ready to step in, and not even so much be his dad. You know, I stepped in and was his dad, his friend, his homeboy, his big brother. I played a
Right.
bunch of roles, right?
Hmm.
So, but the good thing now, I got my little girl in my custody. She's with me, and I can raise her the way that she needs to be raised, or I want her to be raised, right? Giving her some good morals, principles, showing her what a good man look like. So when she
Right.
get older, she know what she looking for. Um, just shit like that, just like little shit like that. But the child support thing, that shit a bitch. I heard you mention that. That shit a bitch, man.
Yeah,
Man.
man. That's so I'm a so I'm getting ready to bust a move. So yeah, I mean this is we at like 50 something minutes right now. It was a great chop up with you, bro.
Yes,
And
sir.
definitely a lot more to come because there's so much to cover. And then it's like, I want to be able to bring other people on as we speak too, so that they can get some enlightenment from you or whatever the case, and they can bounce off. You know what I mean? So I'm definitely appreciative that you jumped on with me. I'm definitely appreciative that you supportive of it. And man, your story, man, it definitely has a lot to resonate with when, a person just, came from where they came from, been through what they've been through, been to the places they've been, and then still come out and be able to jump on some boss shit the right way and legit way. You know what I mean? So, man, I could just say much love and much respect for you on that, bro. Already for real. Real.
Already, man. Life on life terms, man. I like that saying, man. You know what I mean? I can't steal it, man. But what I'll tell you, man, I will go get that motherfucker patent, man. Life on life terms, right? Because
Well, I had to
I mean,
because they
life has
use
its
it a
own
lot.
terms.
They
You
use it
know
a
what
lot
I
in
mean?
the
'Cause-
rooms. They use it a lot in the rooms, so
okay,
I'm gonna definitely try to finagle my way with it. That's why I
okay,
try to broke it down to life on life terms. You know what I mean? Because life be life. Yeah, I mean, but
already, man.
I
Yes,
definitely
sir.
appreciate it though, Brody, and I'm gonna be reaching back out to you real soon so we can chop it up some more with another segment of it and dance around in other areas too with other stuff, what you agree with, what you don't agree with, and so forth. But I appreciate it, you, Leo. Thanks again, bro.
Already, bro. Already, man. Life on life terms, bro. I love
All
it,
right,
man.
bro.
Yes,
Peace
sir.
out, bro.
Already.